Good morning. Meteorologist Lisa Green here with a look at how things have been, how they are right now, and how our day is going to shape up for this Tuesday. Some good news. It's going to feel more like summer coming up here for today. And, we'll still have to watch out for some storms. We're in an active week. So we're going to get into all of this coming up here this morning. So I first want to talk about these storms that we saw yesterday. Of course, it was a two-round event. We saw the hail in the morning and the severe weather in the FM area. And then the issues with the tornado touchdowns that happened into Lakes Country, Minnesota. Still waiting on getting some reports from the National Weather Service on these, but several touchdowns happened. We've got several pictures coming in from these storms, and you can see this tornado here in the Richville, Minnesota area. Becky took this. This is the same storm from around the Marion Lake, the Dent area in Otter Tail County. And then another storm that looks like at least we had a wall cloud and a funnel there near Wahpeton. Ashley sent this one to us as well. If you've got some photos to share, we'd really appreciate that. It helps us to assess the storms that move through. You can upload those right to valleynewslive.com or right on your phone on the VNL Weather app. The submit button at the very bottom of the screen there. All you have to do is push that and upload your photos. And speaking of, there's the hail. This is in the Moorhead area. We had quarter-size hail in the FM area. Thank you, Jacinto Garza, for sharing that one. And just looking at our storm reports, again, this was from yesterday, so this is over the last 24 to 36 hours here now. And you could see that a lot of the action was in the southern end of the valley in our viewing area. And then we saw those tornado reports rolling in the afternoon in eastern parts, especially of Otter Tail County, and into places into Wadena County as well. And some of these storms, we're just going to select a few of them, of these storm reports. The first one was that confirmed tornado touchdown near State Highway 108 in Marion Lake. That was at Richville, Dent area that we showed you that first photo from. And then another report coming in from the Otter Tail area, a report of a tornado and photos of a tornado from social media there as well. This looks like a view of right off County Highway 108 and the corner of County Highway 78 towards Otter Tail Lake. So one thing we'll say here is that these are multiple reports, but it could be for the same tornado. So still waiting to get information on just how many tornadoes touched down yesterday. And then this was a succession of reports over Battle Lake, the Henning area, and an observed tornado was spotted in the Henning area there too. And then of course we've had the reports in Wadena County and other areas as well. So an active day for certain on June 16th. One day before the 15-day or 15-year anniversary of the June 17th, 2010 tornado outbreak. Many of you may remember that. So now things are looking really good for us this morning. We've got a lot of areas getting some sunshine. There are places seeing a few more clouds in the south, but overall more mostly sunny to partly cloudy. And then you can see on our precip estimate here that we saw quite a bit of rain. Some places, especially around the Dent area, one of our higher reports was over an inch of rain. It was about 1.2 inches of rain in the Dent area with this system. So again, a good amount of rain leading to some street flooding in some spots. So let's take a look at our visibility here. We've had some issues with fog this morning. We're at 4 miles now in Fergus Falls, 7 in Mahnomen. That's a huge improvement on earlier today. And we are looking at that improvement continuing into the afternoon. So now it's looking like smooth sailing here. And here's a view in the Mahnomen area DOT cam there showing Highway 59, and it's clear. This view was much more murky this morning when we were showing it on the valley today. So nice to see that improvement and see some bright skies going on as well. And same thing in Fargo, we've got some nice bright skies too. Temperatures in the 60s to some 70s at 72 degrees in Fargo. Grand Forks also at 72 degrees as we're working our way toward midday. And we really got a great day today for pool weather. We're talking about mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. For a lot of locations, we'll be in those 70s to around 80 degrees. So again, pools have opened. We've got the grand opening of Island Park Pool today, and it looks like a great day for that. Now, we do want to keep an eye on the sky because there is that chance, that off chance, that we may see 1 or 2 storms and showers popping up later today. So let's take a look at our hour-by-hour planner. Through the noon hour, looking pretty quiet. We've got temperatures rising into the 70s to near 80, and some of us even getting to 80 degrees this afternoon, again, including in the Fargo area. Not too much wind. You can see more partly cloudy skies as we continue on into the afternoon. And then moving on into this evening, here's where we're watching out for that chance for 1 or 2 storms that might pop up and produce some lightning, some downpours, maybe some small hail. You see that there in that particular storm in right along the state line with South Dakota and North Dakota there, right along Sargent County and into Marshall County, South Dakota. So that's one scenario that this particular computer model is coming up with here, and that's a possibility. So again, most of us, the vast majority of us in the viewing area stay dry, but there may be 1 or 2 places that get that rain. So if you're going to be out at the pool or just out and about, make sure you're checking the VNL weather app for the latest radar updates. And of course, we'll be keeping you up to date with the Valley News Live Storm Team, First Alert Storm Team, bringing you that first alert. Now by 11 o'clock, sun goes down, we lose that energy, that driving factor for the storms, so we really do start to quiet down after that. So again, looking out for storms tonight, we get that break overnight, again, isolated storms. And then heading into today, non-severe storms possible, but even that is on that low end of possibility. We are still looking at an active week, so here's an update to the coming days. Wednesday, a marginal risk, that's a level 1 risk where we could have 1 or 2 isolated severe storms. This is looking like more of an evening event and late night. So something to keep an eye out for tomorrow night. And then moving on into Thursday, a marginal risk across the entire valley for, again, afternoon and evening thunderstorms that could turn strong to severe, watching for large hail and a damaging wind threat with this round. So each day poses a risk, whether it's an isolated shot of a storm or perhaps something that is going to be more active, more organized, like we're expecting for Wednesday night and again on Thursday as well. And even into Friday, watching out for that too. Here's a look at our extended planner. A reminder, today, tomorrow, Thursday, active days, especially Wednesday and even into Thursday. So temperatures are going to be warm, so if you're out at the pool, want to keep an eye on the radar. And moving ahead, Thursday, if you have plans for Juneteenth, want to be watching the weather as well for any outdoor events. And then moving on into, well, we skipped ahead, into the forecast for, we'll go back here, into the forecast for the rest of the week. Friday, our summer solstice, Friday night, and we're watching out for a storm chance on Friday as well. And for that first official weekend of summer, Saturday and Sunday, likely our warmest days. So if you've been waiting for some summer heat, we get a taste of that coming up for this weekend. Things will be changing though as we head into next week. We're looking at temperatures into the low to some mid 70s coming up here. So conditions changing in the forecast. We're looking out for weather that's going to be on the, well, active side here in the forecast as well. So want to make sure we're staying weather aware. And you can always do so by downloading the VNL weather app, by making sure that you have an updated version of the app. And again, if you get any reports to pass along, it really helps us to assess what happened, what is currently happening during a storm event. We really appreciate getting those. You can share your reports on social media, but also we really appreciate you uploading your photos and your videos to our gallery. And again, you can do that right on our app. So that's a look at today, a warmer day, a more pleasant day ahead with just that very slight chance that 1 or 2 places may see a shower or thunder shower later on. So enjoy the more summer-like weather coming up here. We're looking at some pretty good conditions here on this Tuesday.